What is up? What it do? What it be, people? You are now listening to Stark Talks, a podcast where everything from what an engineering student does to what engineers do in the industry is answered. I'll be completely honest. We have absolutely nothing planned for or prepped for this episode. So we kind of decided to talk about the latest trends and to dedicate this entire episode for tech trends. With that, Shashwat, take it away.
Yeah, so our lovely tech trends are back. So it's the first thing we're doing today. So all the tech trends is going to be like what happened within the past month and what are we going to talk about. So the first tech trend is like the S21 series. So guys, Samsung brought their new flagship phones out today. Not today, past like last 2 weeks. So they have their new fleet in a sense. They had S21 Ultra, S21 plus 5G, and the S21. So I just want to highlight some features about those phones. So S21 Ultra is like their mega flagship phone now. So kind of like they had the Note before, now they have like the S21 Ultra, like they had it with the S20 Ultra. So I think they're going that route in the sense that they want the S21 series to be a little bit more flagship than the Note series.
Hmm.
So with the S21 Ultra, they have like all the flagship, like the best phone features. Like it's a 6.8-inch phone. It has like the 120 hertz display, which Apple doesn't, iPhone doesn't have it. It comes with Gorilla Glass, IP68 rating, really nice cameras, and just a lot of features that are really good, right? So I just wanted your guys' opinion. Uh, like with these features, like it comes with a price tag. So it is an expensive phone. Like it's costing upwards of like $1,600 depending on where you start at, right? So it's not a cheap phone. Uh, but would you guys ever consider buying this phone, or is it just another thing that it's a flagship? Let's see where the market goes with it. So, in your opinion?
Damn. Is it wait, that's a lot of features on it. I'm just on the website of Samsung right
Yeah,
now. I'm just going through it.
yeah,
Multiple
yeah, yeah,
cameras with a lot of features and stuff, right?
yeah, yeah,
But I don't see the difference from like the older versions. Like for me, the biggest thing about
yeah,
a phone is I'm not like a very like heavy user on like I'm not like very heavy on my phone. I just Instagram, YouTube, simple messaging and stuff. That's all I do on my phone. Like I don't like go heavy on like recording videos, audios and all of that, right?
yeah, yeah.
So like I guess if you're someone who like does all of that, will be using the phone to its fullest extent, yeah, the S21 Ultra would be the best, but then that price tag is hefty, boss.
What is the price tag?
It starts at $1,649 Canadian,
Okay. Okay, and
right?
goes up to?
It can go up like depending on storage and like other features that you choose, right?
Oh, so
So
there's more access, like there's more
uh,
customization options, like the
yeah, so
features?
it can go up to $1,889, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the 512 GB, like the most spec'd out version of it, right?
And this is the Ultra, right?
This is the Ultra, so this is the like most expensive flagship phone, other than like they have like the Galaxy Fold still, but I think that's just new technology, that's why it's more expensive. But this is like their best phone in their lineup.
And are they still running the Note series? Is that
Uh,
still
yeah,
running or
that's still
no?
a thing. That's still a thing, but I feel like with the Ultra, they're just trying to send that message in a sense that they want that phone to be like their headline phone, and then the Note comes after. The Note it's also the headline, but it's kind of like a sub headline now because they released this at the start of the year, and the Note comes out like a little bit later in the year, right? So they started the year, they started off with like this Ultra, like the whole S21 series, right? So I feel like they're trying to make that message saying like, oh, Ultra is their phone.
Is in terms of screen size, Shastra, would you
Yeah,
say like specs as screen size wise, is the Ultra and the Note the same or like at least nearby?
it's pretty close. I guess it's 6.8-inch screen. I think the Note 2020 had like 6.9 and 6 point like around 7-inch display. So like it's pretty much the same size, but the Ultra also added like S Pen functionality, right? It doesn't have an
Oh,
integrated S, but
okay.
you can use an S Pen on it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's also another hinting factor that they're saying that, oh, you can use the S Pen on the Ultra now. So why don't you just go with Ultra, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a functionality thing that they have done, like
Yeah,
to.
I agree with like initially you said like how
Mhm.
Samsung is trying to make the S series or the S lineup to be the main like the flagship phone or like what Samsung phones should be known for, right? In essence. So yeah, because like as a previous Samsung S4 and like all a Note user as well, right? I understand what you're saying because like the S series has always been able to satisfy the common customers' needs, right? Like above and beyond. And with their like recent changes to like recent additions, I guess, with their Ultra, with their Max, and all the different names, right, for bigger phone sizes in the same S series. I feel like what you were saying. I completely agree with what you were saying in regards to the Note potentially being taken out of line, right, in the coming years, and just focusing fully on like the S lineup, right? Because they have the big one, they have the normal sized one, and yeah, I feel like it suits each customer needs. But and I think Mevin mentioned about the hefty price tag, like around the $1,800 and stuff, right? But we also had the similar discussion in a previous podcast when we talked about like Apple Watches and how the market for phones, especially with the companies like OnePlus that used to be there, like that started a few years ago with the intention of being the cheaper phone with for the same specs, but now coming into the price ranges of iPhones and Samsungs, right? I feel like the market is changing in a way with technology, whether it be useful technology or useless technology that comes with it, right? Like the market is changing in a way that people are also now being less hesitant with the factor of pulling out $1,800 or $2,000 for a phone, right? Where most people might be in the same shoes as Mebin, who are just users of like probably calling or texting from time to time and nothing more than that, right?
Hey, yo, hold up, wait a minute. This phone is 6.8 inches.
It's a tablet. It's a tablet, bro. It's a
Do you have a
tablet.
It's
pocket? Do you have a pocket that's that deep?
But Mevin, like nowadays, like all phones are coming up on this size. Like the Pro Max is around 6.7, 6.8, right? That's why like iPhone went the mini side to see if there's still a market for like the small phones,
There is.
right?
There is.
There is, they were
Yeah.
able to sell a lot. But for me personally, like my perfect range would be like the S21 size. So I have the S10 currently, so that's around like the 6.1, 6.2 inch size,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Mm-hmm.
the perfect size for me. Like I have seen bigger phones, right? They're a little bit too big for me. Like a 6.8, 6.7 is just like I have small hands. Like I don't have that big hands, right? It's just too big. Like it's like Philip said, like it's like a tablet at this point,
Yeah.
right? So the 6.2 inch, 6.3 inch mark is I think perfect, right? But it's just my opinion. But like yeah, the phones are getting
No,
cheap.
I'm
I
with that. I'm with that. Like the
no,
phone
I
I
think
have. Go ahead, Flip.
I no, I was gonna say like I think we can see like Mevin raised the concern or like the topic of like the phone sizes. I think among us three itself, we can see like I'm also an iPhone user who has a 6.1-inch screen size, right? But coming from an iPhone, which was like the 7 Plus or the 8 Plus that had the bezel on top, right? Those screen ratio wise, my current phone is bigger, but with the bezel, it was like longer, right? So I prefer like after using this iPhone for like a year or like year and a half, right? I prefer a bigger phone. So if I had the finances, right, as a student, I would go and buy like the Pro Max or the Max or whatever
How
like the
big is
whatever
that?
size.
6.7.
I I no, it's the same size I believe as a Samsung
Yeah,
one. I can check into that right now.
yeah,
Give me a sec.
similar sizing.
But yeah, continue,
The
Melvin.
phone I have, which is the LG G6, is a 5.7 inch screen,
Yeah,
right?
Hmm.
And I guess I could go a little bigger, but I feel like a 6.8, 6.7 is
yeah,
huge.
it's huge.
Like I don't have jeans or pants that's gonna fit that.
Yeah,
See, when it becomes bigger, it also comes with the. Okay, so 1 second before I go into that, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, right, is six point
Yep,
seven
6
inches, and the 12 Pro is 6.1 inches. So
Uh-huh.
like the 12 Pro is the size of mine,
Mhm.
right? But the Pro Max, which is the biggest they have in their lineup, is 6.7 inches. No, so I was gonna say, like, bigger the phone, the more specs comes with it, right? Like, I don't like I'm like fascinated by Samsung's specifications for their phones, like 6 to 12 gigs RAM,
Yeah,
right? That's like double that's more than that's more RAM that than I have on my MacBook, right? And then like the screen size, the speed, like the processing power, the storage of going up to like even terabytes, right, on a
yeah,
phone. I feel like people in most cases that actually have the use, that actually use it to the full potential, are willing to go to that, probably even like the 7 inch mark, because every year, like every few years, we see the trend of phones becoming bigger by a couple inches, right?
yep, yep, yep.